Good morning, everyone. Hope you all had a wonderful Yantif. We are now in Mishnah Arla, Perek Aleph Mishnah Zayin, Chapter 1, Mishnah 7. I'd like to dedicate this morning's learning in memory of my mother, Mr. Shlomis Rabinowitz, Shlomis Master Rabbi Yaakov Eliezer. Ha'olim v'halulavim. Now, the discussion of the Mishnah is going to be like this. The din of Arla, the law of Arla, the Torah says, applies to one's fruits. So what exactly falls under the category of fruits when it comes to a tree regarding Arla? So we say like this, ha'olim, leaves, which means leaves that are somewhat edible. Valulavim, lavim are shoots, young branches that are soft and again, somewhat edible. Umei gefanim, they translate here as water of vines. That's referring to the liquid that oozes from a vine when it is cut during the spring. Usmadar, and the buds. The bud is the flower bud that will eventually develop into a grape. These are not classified as fruits. And therefore the Mishnah says, Mutarim ba'arla. They are permissible when it comes to the years of Arla. These things are not considered a fruit, therefore they are not forbidden to eat. The same thing applies to Ravai, which is the next thing the Mishnah says. Mutarim ba'arla, they're permissible by Arla, permissible by Ravai. Ravai is that after your 3 years of Arla, which are the first 3 years of the tree, the fourth year is called Ravai, which means the fruits of the fourth year are treated like Meiser Sheni. They have a sanctity. They have to be either eaten in Yerushalayim or redeemed unto money, and the money is brought to Yerushalayim. Ravai also, the Torah's law of Ravai was given by regarding the fruits. These things are not fruits, therefore Ravai does not apply to them. You don't have to take them to Yerushalayim to eat them. Uba Nazir. Nazir is a person who makes a Nazirite vow, which includes a prohibition on drinking wine, eating grapes, eating something soaked in wine, eating the pits and the skins of the grapes. There, the Torah says that the Torah forbids eating. These things that are wine or grape related, the Torah says the Nazir may not eat. That means that includes things that are normally eaten. Things that are not normally eaten are not included. These items mentioned in the Mishnah are not normally eaten, and therefore they are not included in the prohibition on the Nazir regarding eating these parts. These parts are not going to be forbidden, even though they're part of the grapevine. They will not be forbidden to him. But asurim ba'ashera. When it comes to an ashera is a tree that has been worshipped. That tree is forbidden to have any benefit from. There, the Torah tells us, and no part of the banned property may adhere to your hand. You can't have anything to do with any. It says no part of the banned property should adhere to your hand. That means that any part of the Asherah tree is going to be forbidden, and therefore all these items, the leaves, the shoots, the vine water, the buds, they will be forbidden by an Asherah tree because the Torah included every part of the Asherah tree and its prohibition. Rabbi Yasi says, Hasmadar Osmapnei Shupari. Rabbi Yasi disagrees with the first opinion, and he says that the buds are forbidden in all those cases because they are considered fruit. Therefore, they were forbidden by Arla. They'll have the law of Ravai. They'll be forbidden to a Nazir. Rabbi Eliezer Omer, the sage Rabbi Eliezer says, Hamame Bisraf Arla Aser. If a person uses the sap of an Arla tree to be mamid, which means he uses it to curdle milk, to make cheese. That's what mamid means. Sap was something that could curdle milk in order to make cheese. Rabbi Eliezer says, if you use the tree sap to curdle the milk, it's going to be forbidden. Because Rabbi Eliezer considers the sap of a tree, any sap of the tree, to be considered the fruit of the tree, and therefore using that fruit of the tree to curdle milk would make the cheese forbidden. The halacha does not follow these two opinions. The opinion of Rabbi Yossi that the buds are considered fruit, and that according to Rabbi Eliezer, all sap is considered fruit. Here we'll now see a little bit more about sap, or what the Mishnah calls sap. Rabbi Yeshua said, Shemati beferish, I explicitly heard, Shamamid bisraf ha'olim bisraf ha'ikari mutter. If you curdle the milk using the sap of the leaves of an Arla tree, or the sap of the trunk of an Arla tree. There he said it's permissible. That sap is not considered like the fruit of the tree. Bisrav hapagim. If we're talking about the sap that comes from unripe fruit, Then if you use that to curdle the milk, then it's also forbidden Shem Peri, because that sap is considered the fruit. And the Bartanura says halacha follows Rabbi Shua's opinion. So unlike Rabbi Eliezer that said all sap is considered the fruit of the tree, Shua qualifies that and says only the sap, calling it sap, that comes from unripe fruit, that's considered a fruit, and therefore cheese made with it is going to be forbidden. There will not be in a Chavetz Chaim this morning. Have a wonderful day.